ready to ride.
Hey guys, Aubrey here, and we've got another Automobilista 2 video for you guys. Sorry it's been a long time since I've done a video, but first of all guys, if you want to take that time to hit that like button, it really helps my small channel. That'll be fantastic guys, and if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into the video. Automobilista 2 has been out for quite some time now. It was released on the 31st of March 2020, so it has had a lot of significant updates since then. There's been a lot of patches, a lot of DLC, and since the release of the game, there's been a huge following of Automobilista 2. With new and current sim racers loving it for its outstanding graphics, and not to mention the graphics in VR, and the VR performance is just second to none. It is the title in VR which has the best performance in my opinion. And this is quite impressive considering they're using a Madness engine which is getting very dated now. Also I want to mention quickly guys that all these opinions are obviously just my opinions and nobody else's, so not reflected by anyone or anything. So the big question we're going to answer in this video is should you buy Automobilista 2 and is it for you? So we're going to start with the bad things first and get those out the way, because there isn't a great deal really. We're going to start with multiplayer. Obviously multiplayer needs a really good overhaul. It'd be really nice to have a really good dedicated service system with some really good tools that people can use. Websites like Low Fuel Motorsport can use to set up proper championship for Automobilista 2. Would also breathe a lot more life back into Automobilista 2. Not saying that it's not a popular game at the moment, it definitely is, but multiplayer lets it down. Definitely needs a lot of work, we all know that. So up until patch 1.5 onwards, the physics have been very hit and miss for a lot of people. I've always said in my videos that I do enjoy Automobilista 2 even when the physics were not the best. I still enjoyed Automobilista 2 because I mainly play in VR, and Automobilista 2 is exceptionally good in VR. So I do like playing all sims for their different characteristics. For a lot of people, physics was the big problem for Automobilista 2 and the great slidey feeling. Well, really now, recently, a lot of that has been fixed. I mean, obviously there's people out there that still don't agree with it. But for a good part of Automobilista's life, previously, physics were a big problem for a lot of people. Definitely not saying the physics are bad now, because I really enjoy the physics now, but it was a big negative for a lot of people for the most of Automobilista's life, so, up until patch 1.5. The next thing on my bad list was triple screen setup. It might not be too bad for people that know how to set triple screens, have been doing it for a very long time, but for the non-tech savvy, it is very awkward to set up triple screens for the non-tech savvy. It is quite awkward to set them up. I mean, it is definitely possible to get it perfect, but there are different ways of going about it, and they don't make it easy. It needs to have some kind of tool in game in menus to set multi-screen up properly, and it could definitely be a lot easier for people to set it up. It is okay, but that is one of the bad points. It's one of the reasons why I put this on my bad list. Is just not easy for a lot of people. Now guys, we're going to go straight into the good things, and I'm going to start by number one at the top of the list: graphics and VR graphics. And this is also with excellent VR performance. I've always said this before, Automobilista 2 really does have outstanding VR graphics. It's probably one of the best VR sim racing titles out there. It's still probably the best. But the graphics in Automobilista 2, even considering it still uses the old dated Madness engine, the graphics in Automobilista 2 just are very outstanding. They have good all-round weather effects, new updated rain effects on the windscreen. Storm effects are fantastic with the lightning and thunder, the sounds of the rain. Storm effects in Automobilista 2 are fantastic, and they've just gotten better. When you hit that lightning strike, it's just absolutely mind-blowing, especially in VR when you see that. It kind of makes you jump, and I guess it would make you jump if you're driving a real race car. Pouring down rain, lightning bolts are just going to make you on edge, I reckon. They've updated the rain effects too, so that plays a big part in the whole graphics package for Automobilista 2, and that's why it's at the top of the good list. It's one of the really great things about Automobilista 2. A big part of Automobilista 2 are for people that love to play race against AI, and they have been tuning the AI for quite a lot of years now, and even up until the last patch, version 1.5.5.5 I believe it is. Even more AI tuning has happened in this patch. Makes the AI even better again. There have been issues with AI, but not the issues that you get with other sim titles. Overall, the AI in Automobilista 2 is second to none. It really is good. You've also got a race department. People have modified AI for different classes. They're definitely worth checking out, guys. If you check them out, that can tune the AI even more and make it even more interesting. I talk about force feedback as well, guys. It's one of the best aspects of Automobilista 2, even since 1.5. The force feedback has really blown my mind, and I haven't even used it in my new DD Plus yet, Club Sport. Still waiting for that to come, as we all are. But even on the CSL DD and the Thrustmaster, which I used previously, and even the Logitech, force feedback always seemed to feel quite good with Automobilista 2, but since version 1.5 the force feedback is just outstanding. The detail you feel now in your wheel, doesn't even matter if you've got Logitech or Fanatec, whatever, the details in the force feedback are just excellent. And obviously it's going to be better with a direct drive wheel. I'm really looking forward to getting that DD Plus, but with the CSL DD, it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it, but with patch 1.5 onwards, force feedback is even better again. It is excellent force feedback in AMS2. Automobilista 2 seems to attract a lot of single player races out there, and I can understand why, because it is really easy just to set up a really awesome race, the perfect race basically. You might be thinking about, a really good place to race and what weather you want to set it. It's very easy to set up the AI, set the weather, the time of day. It's very easy to set up the perfect race, and you can get those perfect races. I've done plenty of videos of really good car track combinations, along with weather and AI skill. It is very easy to set up a really good AI race, and that's one of the big highlights with Automobilista 2. AMS2 has a good selection of cars and tracks. Their tracks they have a really excellent selection of tracks now, especially with the new Le Mans track. It's probably one of the best Le Mans out there in the sim racing. It's fantastic. It's just got that wow factor that everybody loves in racing. Very high speed, long straights and fast corners. But AMS2 has a lot of really good tracks, and some of my favourite tracks in sim racing. Red Bull Ring is one of my favourites in Automobilista. Looks really fantastic with the excellent graphics. I love it. A lot of these tracks, in the late afternoon, the sun's setting and you've got the sun in your eyes. I mean, even though that bothers your eyes, it still just looks fantastic in the sim. It's one of the highlights. There's also fairly good mod support now with Automobilista. It used to be a bit of a pain to add mods to the game. It was very hard. But now with someone's created a content manager, makes it very easy to install mods to Automobilista. And they're coming out thick and fast. There's cars and tracks out there, guys. I've done videos on a few of them. Some of them are absolutely outstanding. So the big question is, guys, should you buy it? Well, the absolute answer is going to be yes, especially if you like a lot more single player racing. If you like racing in VR, with great force feedback and ongoing updates, bringing far greater content, vehicle physics, tracks. It's all going up in the world with that Automobilista 2, so it's definitely worth buying. It's just great fun to set up a race, do whatever you want, jump in a car and just drive, race and have fun. Anyway, guys, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching my video, and like I said in the beginning of the video, hit the thumbs up, helps my channel, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my content, and hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.